Hello everyone, my name is AndrewAJT, and today we're going to talk a little bit about Jagex customer support. I know when you have a company as big as Jagex, it's hard to handle every customer support issue perfectly, but today I wanted to go over a few examples of Twitter customer support replies that they made recently, which I just personally found puzzling. I can give them the benefit of the doubt that we don't know 100% of the details in these situations, so there may be reasonable explanations for these things, but at least on the surface, they definitely do not look good, and you'll see why. So here's the first example. This kind of blew up recently on Twitter. This guy by the name of Lonely Scaper, he said, "My RuneScape account eDavy was banned after my account got compromised and banned for a bot detection. The appeal was done by the hacker. How do I appeal a ban on my account that has already been used by the third-party hacker? Thank you, and also please help me get my account back." So in summary, he's saying that his account was hacked and then the hacker botted his account until it was banned. And I've actually heard of this happening before where people get hacked and the hacker has nothing to lose, so they bot the account until it gets banned, and then when the person wants to recover the account, they're finding that their account is banned because it was technically botting, even though they're not really at fault. So this guy is saying that please unban my account and, I need my account back here. So support replied to him here. They said, "Hello, we are sad to head about this." Not sad to hear about this, sad to head about this. Obviously just a typo there, but it just makes me think that maybe they're not taking a lot of time with this. "Please consider deleting your original tweet as it contains some sensitive information." I'm not sure what they're referring to here. Maybe he had another tweet that was containing sensitive information because this one really doesn't. I guess we'll just have to skip over that because we don't really know what happened there, but it just seems odd to me. If this ban has already been appealed and denied, I'm afraid that this is the end of the road for this account. What? Why would you say that? Why wouldn't you say, okay, we're going to give you another chance to appeal? Because the thing is, he's saying that the appeal was done by the hacker. So why would that appeal make him not have another chance to appeal it himself, if that makes any sense? He's saying that the appeal was done by the hacker, and who knows what that said. Maybe it said, "Please unban me, lol," or something. That appeal should be wiped out, and he should be given a fresh chance to appeal his account with his own words and whatever that process is. The hacker's appeal should be irrelevant here. Now, the only thing I can think of off the top of my head is that maybe they know internally that, hey, you know what, he was actually the one doing the botting, and because they know that internally and they're not revealing it, they're not even going to give him a chance to appeal it again because they know something we don't. But if that was the case, why wouldn't you clarify that here and say, hey, you know what, we have some evidence that seems like you were the one actually botting this account, and this is really giving them the benefit of the doubt here that this is even happening. To me and to many people, it just looks like they're not being very helpful. And the guy actually did tweet earlier at them that his account was hijacked and botted, etc., and he wanted them to check the IP logs. I don't think he would say that if it wasn't him actually botting his account. And it just feels like it's this cookie cutter policy that, hey, you know what, if there was an appeal to the ban and it was denied, you could not appeal again, even if it was done by the hacker, because one appeal is it. There's no exceptions and just really no situational awareness here. So there was a lot of negative reaction to this tweet. You can see 200 replies here, and I'm promising you they're not all positive. This is Sick Nerd, who you may have heard of. He's a streamer. Would it really be so hard to actually help your customers for once? F whatever policies you have, just do good by someone and help them out. So he's basically saying, put the policies to the side. You have to make an exception here. Let this guy appeal it again. At least that's kind of what I interpret here, that he's saying they're not really doing enough to help this guy when he's in a really difficult situation where he doesn't have access to his account. And if you've ever been in that situation, you'll know that it really sucks, and it's pretty scary to not have access to your account, something that you put so much time into over the years. Again, maybe there's more to the story. I would love to know that. But if it's as bad as it looks, and this guy simply had his account hacked and botted and banned forever, and there's nothing they or he can do about it, then at least on the surface, it looks really bad. So if you thought that one was weird, this one is on a whole nother level. So this guy is actually saying something nice about support. Want to give a quick shout out to Jagex support for correcting this injustice that almost ruined my RuneScape career forever. Thank you. So that's pretty nice. He's actually saying, hey, they really helped me out. So let's see what Jagex support had to say in response. "Hey Peter, We are sad to hear about this situation. Please read this page carefully, jagex.game/ban, and appeal the ban if you haven't done so already. Mod PM. What? What are they talking about? This guy is just saying thank you for helping me out, and they're saying go appeal your ban. That makes no sense, so I have no idea how this happened. I have a couple speculations as to why it could happen. Maybe I thought at first that they were replying to someone else and they accidentally replied to the wrong tweet, but that can't be the case because they do say his name here, so someone must have read his account name and put it in there. The other theory is that maybe their replies are kind of scripted or pre-written, or maybe they're even automated, which would be really terrible because that means that you're basically asking for advice with specific issues and getting just kind of cookie cutter responses. So that wouldn't be good if that's the case. I don't know if that's the case. I don't really know what happened here. This one completely stumped me. I just don't know how you make this type of mistake with something as simple as saying you're welcome. So this last thing isn't a customer support issue, but I did want to talk about it in this video. So the new LMS came out recently, and of course, if you ever play LMS, you may know that you get boosted stats while you're in that minigame. And look at this. This guy left last man standing, and he has 96 out of 67 agility, 96 out of 58 strength, 96 out of 59 magic. So he actually kept his stats from the minigame, and he actually was able to complete some diary tasks by doing this. It looks like in the chat he did a Varrock hard task, which is pretty crazy. And someone in his clan chat is saying they're going to go do a quick lap of the RD Rooftop agility course, which is a very high agility requirement. How is this not found in beta testing? Especially because it wasn't an issue in the previous LMS, as far as I know. Now, to their credit, they did fix this glitch pretty quickly, but it shouldn't have even been there in the first place. We've had so many issues like this in the last few years, such as twisted bows being on the floor for the Farming Guild update, max cash stacks being dropped when PKing. We've had issues with the spellbook filtering update. It's unacceptable for updates to be coming out with glitches with some degree of regularity. And as someone who played in actual 2007 RuneScape, I don't remember updates coming out with bugs hardly ever. And when they did, I don't remember them being this game-breaking. I'm sure you could find some examples like the Falador Massacre, but that was a pretty rare occurrence, and it just seems like overall the bug testing systems have declined a bit over the years. Jagex is a really good company. They're capable of producing amazing content and making OSRS into a really great game. I mean, I just think back to last year doing the Inferno grind. That was one of the most fun things I've ever done in this game, so it's not like the entire company has issues with this. I just think some of these issues with the bug testing and the customer support could be improved a little bit to make the entire game experience a little bit better for everyone and for Jagex. Let me know what you guys think about all these examples. This is just my opinion. Maybe I'm looking at it the wrong way, or maybe there's something I'm missing, or maybe it is normal to say sorry when someone says thank you. I don't know. That's a weird one. I don't think I'll ever understand that one, but maybe the others have better explanations. There are a couple really good PvP updates that happened the other day. So Din's Bulwark was changed because it was a bit powerful defensively in the wilderness. You could put this thing on and some black d'hide and be almost invincible. So they took away its magic defense to make it a little bit more balanced. And that's a good change. It's still going to be really, really powerful for everyone in the wilderness, but at least that's kind of a step in the right direction. I get it. If you're a PVMer or a skiller in the wilderness, you're not going to be happy with this change, but I think most people can admit that it's a little bit too powerful the way it was. And they finally did something that I've been asking for years, and it's not just me asking for this. So Entangle used to be halved as far as the freeze timer when you pray mage, and this would only make it freeze for like 7 seconds, which is basically useless. And this does not happen with Barrage. Barrage is not halved when you pray mage, so it was really unfair. So now they took that away, and you can entangle for the full 14.4 seconds, which is a very nice buff. And it's still really weak as a spell. I mean, that's 5 seconds less than Barrage, and it also doesn't really do that much damage. I think it can max like a 5, which is really bad. So you're basically giving your opponent a free chance to heal to full HP. So all of that makes it still pretty weak as a spell, but this buff at least makes it a little bit more interesting, and you can use normal spellbooks to PK with some degree of effectiveness, which is an awesome change because it means that we're going to have more variety in the wilderness. It's not going to be all Barrage and Ice Splits all the time. there's actually going to be some fun variety. So excellent change there. So happy that this is finally in the game. So sorry I lost my voice when recording this video. You could probably tell right at the end there that it happened because I'm recording the rest of this the following morning. But please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and if you agreed with any of my points. And please let me know your thoughts in the comments. Even if you're someone who doesn't usually comment, I'm really curious to hear what you guys think. Thank you so much to our Patreon video sponsor, AndrewAJT. He's been supporting the channel for years, really, in many ways. So thank you so much for that. And also thank you to our new patron, TJ Tamil. Really awesome that more people are signing up there. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notifications whenever I upload. Typically that's every Tuesday. You can join my clan chat in game AndrewAJT62, that'll be up on screen. You can also join our clan Discord down below. You can follow me on Twitter down below at AndrewAJT, and I'll follow you back if you play RS. And that's all I have for you guys this week. Thank you again for all of your support in so many ways. The subs, the likes, the comments, the messages I get. It's all so appreciated. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you next week.